Hello all. Today I am going to demonstrate how to create clone in Java. So let's see what we have. This is public class A. My file name is a.java. I have saved this file into Java tutorial cloning directory. This class A is having main method, class B with one variable k. What I'm doing is simply creating object of class B and assigning some value to variable k. What is the actual effect of this code in the memory block? Let's see. So uh, when I am creating B, obj is equal to new B, that time this is class, this is B. Obj variable is initialized and it is having some variable. Now here I am saving 0x0. It says it's in a address, hex address. At this particular address a memory block is reserved. Now this circle is a actual object and k, the variable that we are having in our class, this k is initialized to 0. This all is happening when we are executing simple line b obj is equal to new b in our source code after this line. Now on the next line we are saying obj.k is equal to 33. When this line is executing, obj.k is equal to 33. At the same address, same object, the value of k is changed. Now k is storing 33. Now after this it is simple program. Just we are creating object of class B and storing some value into variable k. Now what if I need another object, let's say object 2, who is initialized and stores or have values same as of obj. The one option we can do is, if I want object identical to the obj, simply say obj2, which is a new variable, is equal to existing object obj. But we know that this obj is storing address, which is example address, which is 0x0. Now if I am creating one more variable obj2, let's create it. If I create simply one more variable and we'll call it as obj2, and what we are saying it is equal to obj. Now this code is executed. Now when this code executes, obj2 is equal to obj in our program, obj2 is equal to obj, you can simply see that we are copying whatever we have stored into the obj into obj2. What we have stored in obj is a 0x0, this is address. So ultimately obj2 will be holding 0x0. Ultimate result is, if I modify this k using obj variable or obj2 variable, you are actually pointing to same object. Now that's the problem. The problem is, I want object 2 as a new object, but its value should be same as of object, and when I change variable k using obj2 or obj, it should not reflect into each other. Let's write what we are saying. Before creating a new object, let's print the value of obj.k. I'll go to folder Java, then okay, it is Java tutorial cloning. Java tutorial. I'll go in this, sorry, cd Java tutorial. In this directory I have directory cloning. I'll go to cloning directory. Now I have file a.java with me. Now let's compile javac a.java. The file is compiled. I'll be getting a.class file and b.class file. Now I'm going to execute the program java a. You can see that 33 is printed. This is the output of system.out.println k line. Now let's see whether my obj2, which is pointing at obj, have the same value as of obj or not. obj2.k. I'm going to recompile the program. System.out.println the file is compiled java a. You can see that for obj2 also we have a value 33. Now we are going to change value of k. Let's say obj2.k is equal to 55 or 66, 55. Then I'm going to print the values for both variables again. Control C. obj2. After changing value of obj2.k, I am printing value of obj and obj2.k. javac a.java. Let's add some details to this. This is obj.k this is obj2.k. Now we will compile. Compilation is done. Compile one more time. Java a. Now here you can see clearly that the value is changed for both. obj.k is also 55 and obj2.k is also 55. On the other hand, I am just modifying obj2.k. This clears that why we are getting this result is we are saying that obj2 is equal to obj, and the ultimate effect is both variables point to same memory. This was the line, and what is the meaning of this block is this: obj and obj2 point to same memory. So if I change obj.k or obj2.k, it reflect into same object. We have to resolve it. What I want is a clone. I want a object which is a new one and values of it are as of same as of obj. What we are expecting is a new object whose k value is initially same as of obj, but if I change obj2.k, it should not reflect into obj.k. So I need some object, let's say its name is obj3, who will be having some different address ox1, but initial values of obj3 and obj should be same, but the addresses of obj and obj3 should be different. So if I change obj3, it should not reflect into obj. If I change obj, it should not reflect into obj3. That is a target which we have not achieved with the obj2 as we are assigning it directly. Now I have to find a method how to create obj3 without initializing a new object. Let's do it. For that purpose, I need an interface which is called as clonable. So this is the interface. I'll need it. Your method should throw exception, not. There are other ways of handling this exception. Right now I'll just say clone not throws clone not supported exception. The class of which I want to create clone is a class B, so I should write B implements clonable. Then we are going to provide a method of a cloning. Public, its return type is base object. This is object base class of Java. Method name is clone. This is a standard method, and we have to write a line return super dot clone. Now we know that the base class of all classes is object in Java. So super dot clone will call a cloning method which is of class object. What this cloning method does is, the purpose of this cloning method is create a fresh object which will be having same values for the variables but a different memory. How we can call this cloning method? B obj3 is equal to, I want clone of obj, so I'll write clone. Now the method is called obj.clone. Obj is object of class B, so it can call this clone method. So obj.clone will call the method. The first line in this clone method is super.clone, which ultimately calls the clone method of object class. And what it is returning is a object. I am expecting object of class B, so we need a typecast. Let's write typecast. I need object of type B, so typecast is required. Now after doing this, we'll print the values of both variables. Let's see, obj2.k and obj3.k. Here we know that the obj2 has changed it to the 55, so of course obj value is also 55, and the same value should come into obj3. Now obj2, obj and obj3, both value should be 55. Let's verify it by executing javac a.java. Okay, I should throw exception clone not. Clone not supported exception. File is compiled. Now I'll execute it. You can see that both objects have same value. The clone is ready. Now obj3 is a clone. Clone means a new object, but the initial values are same as the parent object or the object of which it is a clone. Now what is the next purpose is, if I modify k using obj3, it should not reflect into obj. If I modify k using obj, it should not reflect into obj3. Let's check whether it has been achieved or not. Let's say obj3.k is equal to 1. Now we will print it again. What is the target here? If the clone is successfully created, if the obj3 is a clone of obj, not a same object, then obj3 should have 55. Sorry, obj should have 55 for k now, and obj3 should have 1. Let's try it. Javac a.java. Yes, we have achieved it. You can see that for obj3 we have k is equal to 1, and for obj k we have value as 55. This means the clone is successfully created. This is working with one variable which is of value type. The code will not work if my class have a reference type variables or a reference type member. For example, if we have array in the class B. Then the effect of the clone will remain same for the variable k, but we will have surprising results for the variable a, which is of a array type variable. In the next video we will see what happens if I have one variable of type k and one variable of type array a. For now I have created a clone of object, which is object 3, using a cloning method, and the clone has been successful. Thank you.